Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm back with another video from my addictive blogging channel, and in this video I will be discussing about the best always on display for this Amazfit GTS 2 Mini, which looks absolutely great in this watch. So this video will be a sick video guys, and if you are a tech enthusiast, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification icon because I will be making more videos like this. So let's start. So the first on the list is a watch face which has a complete colorful always on display. So you will get this watch face on the Zepp app, and once you sync the watch face, the always on display is full colorful. If I show you the always on display, this is the always on display of the watch face. It is the first colorful always on display which looks really great, and this shows you the time only, though there is no date or other information in here. This actually looks great. So to get this always on displays activated, make sure you have to go to the settings of the watch and has enabled the screen of watch face option, and also choose the watch face style to follow current watch face. This will make sure that you are using the always on display which comes with the watch face, not the default always on display. So this is one of the best always on display, you can say. So the next best always on display in the list is this watch face. It has a digital always on display and it looks great in this Amazfit GTS 2 Mini. Let's sync this watch face and see how the always on display looks in this. So here I have synced the watch face, and let's see the always on display here. So you can see the always on display really looks good. It shows the digital time in the always on display exactly like the watch face. You can see there are stripes in the watch dial, which makes this always on display really looking great on the watch. If you are turning this always on display, it will always show you the time on your hand. It will never get turned off, which is really great. So make sure you are downloading this watch face to get a really good always on display on the Amazfit GTS 2 Mini. So the next always on display, which is a really great always on display which come from this watch face. So this watch face is also available in the Zepp app. You can scroll on the watch face section to get this one. It really looks great in the watch, and this combination of green and black really makes the watch look good. So now you can see the always on display also looks really good in this watch because it has this digital always on display with this exact watch face dial in it. You can see there is a divider in the middle of the dial that also comes in the always on display, which makes it looks really good. So make sure you are downloading this watch face also to get a really good always on display on the Amazfit GTS 2 Mini. So the next one in the list is known as the time as itself watch face, which you will get in the Zepp app. Very easy to download and sync, and this will look like this on the watch. It looks really good on the watch. It shows the date also and the day also in the watch face. So once you are done installing the watch face, let's look at the always on display in this. So you can see the always on display looks really good, and it looks like a Apple Watch always on display because it has the slanting style of one of the watch faces of Apple Watch. It also shows you the AM or PM so that it can be easily identified the time of the day. It shows the AM or PM, and it shows the time in this black dark background, which really looks good on the watch. These are all always on displays, and these always on display will be there to stay on the watch for as long as you want because this will not turn off. Next on the list is another always on display which comes on the Zepp app. You can see this one is known as the Shishi Kui as written in English, but I think it's a Chinese term. But the always on display which is in this watch face looks really good. As you can see, I see the always on display, it will show the digital time definitely on the watch face, and also it shows the time in exactly the same watch dial as the watch face, which is really great. So this also comes in the good always on display list which are there for Amazfit GTS 2 Mini. Next on the list is this always on display which comes with the watch face. This watch face has been added recently in the Zepp app, and you can see the always on display which comes with this watch face also looks really great, as it will give you an outline watch dial on the black AMOLED screen, which looks really great, and it has this slanting way of showing the time, which is really good. Another always on display which I like is this Dream Track watch face, which comes with the Zepp app. You can get this watch face in the Zepp app, and the always on display which comes with this also looks really great. It is a really simple always on display with the time, but definitely it resembles the same dials of the watch face, which makes it looks good when you are using this with this watch face. So this is the always on display, which is a notable mention. So on the analog always on display list, the first one comes is the Cyberpunk Nova. It has this really sci-fi effect watch face, and you can see the always on display also has a really good analog always on display in this. So you can see the always on display here has the same watch face dial as the watch face. It has a cyberpunk theme to it on the always on display also, which looks really great. So if you are into analog always on displays, then you will definitely like this watch face among with the always on display, and definitely I will recommend you to download and try this watch face onto your Amazfit GTS 2 Mini. So the next always on display, which is an analog one and I like a lot, is the default always on display, which comes with this default watch face. So this is the always on display which has an analog always on display, but it shows the date and the day also, which is really great. So this is one of hell of an always on display which comes with the default watch face. The next one is the default always on display which comes with the Amazfit watches. This also has some of the elements in there with an analog always on display and also the date and the day, which is really great. Next in the list is this watch face which has a cute little always on display. This watch face also has one analog always on display. Always on display comes exactly like the watch face here. So if I just show you the always on display, it will look like this. Though there are nothing extraordinary in here, it looks really simple on the watch, and analog always on displays really look like this only. There are not much to be seen in the analog always on displays in these watch faces. So the next always on display which I really like is this geometric watch face which comes with the Amazfit GTS 2 Mini. This is already a good looking watch face for the watch, and you can see all the elements really look good in this watch face. But always on display watch face is also an analog one with the day and the date in here, and there is also an orange dial in the middle, which is really great. So these are the always on displays which I wanted to show you guys. In the analog always on display there is not much I can show, because apart from the default ones and one or two more watch faces, all are really same in the analog category of always on displays. So that's it guys, I hope you have liked this video. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification up, because I will be making more videos like this. So thank you guys, have a great day. Thank you.